Alright, so we're looking at the AR10 chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Just wanted to go over this build, some of the parts I used, and some of the things that I needed to do to this build afterwards, and maybe some extra things I did during the build. I'm not going to go over every nut and washer here, but just want to go over the main parts. So the stock here is a Magpul PRS Gen 3 CMC 3.5 pound flat drop-in trigger, M5 Aero Precision upper and lower receiver set. Great fit and finish. The main reason why I went with this set is there is a screw in the lower receiver with a nylon tip that you can screw up into the lug of the rear takedown pin to make the receiver and the whole rifle basically not wobble. If you've ever built an AR-15, you know that there is some wobble in there, so that kind of eliminates that. Scope setup is a Vortex Viper PST Gen 2, 5-25, front focal plane running in minutes. American Defense 20 MOA one-piece mount. It is a QD system, so there's QD levers there on the other side. Brownell's 308 bolt carrier group. Ballistic Advantage 22-inch barrel. This was their Blem barrel, but I really didn't see anything wrong with it. 1-in-8 twist. 0.936 gas block size, I believe. We are running a SLR Rifleworks gas block in there as well. And the SLR Rifleworks, I think it's their Ion series M-Lock handguard. Then we got a Surefire 30 cal muzzle brake. So just a few things I did. Well, the one thing mainly I did while building this was I did lap the receiver and I bedded the barrel. So basically lapping the receiver is truing up the face of the receiver so that when the barrel extension of the barrel slides into the receiver, it is nice and true and straight. So whenever you send a bullet down the tube, everything's nice and straight and you're not getting any other problems other than maybe your bullet or something. You want to make sure everything's nice and straight through here. Like I said, I did bed it as well, so that way the barrel and it's all nice and tight and cozy in there. A couple things I had to do afterwards was change out the buffer. So the buffer system, it was too light. I had to get a heavier buffer. I don't remember the weight. I think it was a 5-ounce buffer, but basically it wasn't feeding. It wasn't picking up another round. So I had to change out that buffer, and it seemed to work. Another thing I had to change was the, not really change, but I guess just to add, was the Velcro tape here. And no, it's not to make my rifle look prettier to keep the paint from coming off. The necks of my cases were just getting destroyed off the brass deflector there. So I had to put something there to kind of cushion the brass. They were getting so bent up, I couldn't even resize them. So if you're reloading and building an AR-10, might be a good idea just to do that. The gas block, I did have to adjust quite a bit. I think we're at about 8 clicks out of, I think there's 15 total clicks. So these AR-10 6.5s, they're finicky. It has taken 250 rounds or so just to get this thing to really run right. So but we are hitting sub MOA out to 400, and we've pushed out to 1,000. So that's all we've done with it so far. Looking to just press it out more and see what we can do with it. So if there's any questions or comments on the build, feel free to leave them. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you.